Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me today as we enter into our professions episode. We will be doing no questing combat in this episode. We will strictly be leveling up our professions. We've got fishing and cooking that we really need to get up. We've got some first aid to do, a couple other things that we will be doing along the way with alchemy and if watching that stuff is not your cup of tea, then you might want to skip on past this one and go to the next one, because that is pretty much all we are going to do today. As we walk from place to place, we may, encounter one thing that comes after us and kill it off, but the point of this episode is not to do any questing, any experience, just strictly get our professions in line, make sure that they stay leveled up with us so that they're useful to us as we progress here. So first things first, I do want to repair our armor, and maybe a metalsmith is able to do that? Of course he is. I don't know what a bolt of linen is all about. I don't know if we probably honestly should just go ahead and fly to Ironforge, where we've got all of the professions people right at our disposal. So I think that is exactly what we're going to do. We know we've got our Griffin Master up here.
What's on your mind?
So we'll get a ride to not the airfields, but Ironforge directly. And this will give us a moment to take a look at what we've got exactly. Yeah, our alchemy is almost maxed out, so we should be able to pick up the next level there. And then we do have a fair bit of herbs that we can alchemize. Our cooking is completely maxed out, so we've got to pick up the next level of that. And though we don't have anything to cook directly, we are going to work on our fishing, try to get our fishing up in line. Everything else is 70s and 80s, and fishing is 38. So we're going to fish until we get up into the 70s or 80s, and that's also going to give us quite a few things for us to cook. So that's our plan. Unarmed, we are 1 of 85. Apparently we've not bothered to fight things unarmed, which of course I don't know why we would. And our daggers, I don't know that that's going to level up anymore because we've got wands now. So that's not anything to worry about for us. And we'll also visit our class trainer, see what he's got for us. At 17, I don't know if he's going to have anything. Probably at 18 he would, but we'll check him out because he is right next to, I believe it's the alchemy guy that's back there. And the fishing guy is also back there in the forlorn cave. So we will do all of that. Also, we haven't been here for a while, so are there going to be any new quests? I feel like both of those quests have been up there and we just can't find them or something. So I'm going to go ahead and say no, there are no more quests in Ironforge for us to pick up at the moment, which is perfectly fine. We do have this knowledge in the deeps for that manuscript that we picked up a long time ago, and that we will eventually do as we run through Sneaky. I guess first up, let's check out our class trainer. I think this is him. Warlock trainer. Life tap 2, so that's good. I don't think we've used life tap yet, but when we do, it'll be better. Unending breath. I don't even know what that is. Breathe underwater for 10 minutes. It's funny, we just swam last episode and complained about how we don't really like swimming. So let's get that. Okay,
You have a
so
great day now.
not really any great skills for
Talk
us.
to me. Off with you.
Did we go through this before that we don't know where to buy our grimoires?
Need assistance?
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Pretty sure that we've been through this before, that we just don't know where to buy them in this town.
Hey there. See you later.
Yes, it just seems none of these guys sell things for our pets. I believe we've checked all of the things too, and we just don't know where it is. Maybe it's in here.
What can I do for you?
And it is. Okay. So, I don't know what we have on our imp. Let's just get stuff for our Voidwalker. Sacrifice. I don't believe that we do have that, do we? Is that the only one for him? That is the only one for him. Let's pull him out. And see, I don't want to buy it if we already did it. I don't remember getting it on him. And I don't know what it does if we did get it.
I don't like this place.
He's always so happy to be alive. Okay, we don't have it. So we're going to buy it.
Have a good one.
And we're going to use it and see what it does. Okay. Sacrifice the Voidwalker, giving its owner a shield that will absorb 700 damage in 30 seconds. While the shield holds, spellcasting will not be interrupted by damage. That is quite nice. That could get us out of some sticky situations. Is there a cast? No, it's an instant cast, and there's like 50,000 yard range, whatever that means. I mean, he's always next to us, so whatever. So that's good. If he's about to die... Now, does he have to have at least 307 HP to give us? Or can we sacrifice him at any time? I don't know. But... if we can wait till he's just about dead when we're in a sticky situation and then use it, and it basically gives us a whole full bar of health and also stops spell pushback, we could be in pretty good shape.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay. Which of these recipes have we already learned? Both of them, I believe. We haven't learned that, but we're a ways away from it. What fishing rod do we have? We have fishing pole. Should we get strong fishing pole? Does it matter? It adds +5 to fishing. How big of a deal is +5? Now that's pretty good. Increase fishing by 25 for 10 minutes. Just for 30 copper. And for 50 copper. Well, since we're going to be doing a bunch of fishing, we will grab that. And the fishing pole is also pretty cheap, right? Like, I don't know. What the heck? What the heck, huh? We'll do it.
Very well, then.
Okay. So that's those things. What is this guy? Nothing. What is up there, I wonder? I don't remember where the cooking guy is. Do I? I don't think I remember where the cooking guy is. Blade merchants. These guys seem dangerous. I'm gonna get out of here. That's nothing we want any part of. We don't do blades, we do magic. I feel like it was around somewhere around here. We're gonna head that way and talk to the first guard we see. which is
What's
right
on your mind?
here. We need our cooking.
Be good.
It is up here. Okay, not far at all. I'm glad we asked. Wait, we didn't upgrade our fishing. Do we need to upgrade our fishing? No, we can't upgrade our fishing yet. So, cooking trainer. All right.
What can I do
Train
for
me.
you?
Oh. Oh, you can train me with a lot. Fantastic. Give me all these things. Yep. Yep. All of that. Spider sausage actually sounds delicious. But we can't do that till we're cooking 200, so we're still a ways away from that. As delicious
Off
as it
with
does
you.
sound. Do we have... I doubt we have anything else we can cook. We don't. Clam meat. Coyote meat. See, a lot of the stuff we haven't even seen. And what is downstairs? Cooking supplier. Do you have some recipes for us?
today?
Sage fish delight. Smoked sage fish. We'll keep that in mind because back in the walk we did see
Safe travels.
sagefish schools appearing there quite often. So we can get a recipe from there. Although I guess Loch Modan, we're pretty much leaving there, right? So I don't know how much more fishing there we're gonna necessarily have. Thistlefuzz's Alchemy. What is this place? My Voidwalker goes right on top of her, so we can't read her. Enchanting supplies. We don't do enchanting. I was thinking it might be alchemy stuff. See if we can. What is happening there? Why did that go crazy? Okay, well, let's just ask the guard.
No.
Now, we're on
Keep your
to
feet on
alchemy.
the ground.
Is out in Tinkertown. Okay. Actually, we need to go back to the fishing guy first. Wait. No. What are we even doing? Alchemy we need to get the next level of. And we just got the next level of cooking. Okay. So no, we're doing this correctly. And then once we get the levels, we'll see what kind of supplies we have to level up the stuff as we can. There is a guy here that wants to go as a quest. What are you all about? Speak with Shoni. Perhaps you can help us battle for Nomorgon. Stormwind, you will find the commander. Okay.
You have a great
We'll
day
do that
now.
another time, because we're not doing that kind of stuff today. Alchemy supplies. Journeyman alchemist.
Here there.
Can you teach me anything?
Be good.
Can you teach me anything?
My, you're a tall one.
I am a tall one. Well, you know you're a short one, but okay, we can learn that. Can't learn any of those
Goodbye
though.
for now.
Yep, bye-bye. Okay, now let's see. We can't make anything because we need what? Empty vials for that. Well, let's see. We'd like to keep 5 of each of these in there. Mana potions. So it looks like we need a bunch of empty vials, which
Can I help you?
obviously makes
How are
sense.
you?
Where's
What's
the
your back?
supplier?
Would you like to purchase
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, we would. Free-action potion. What is that? Makes you immune to stun and movement impairing effects for the next 30 seconds. Does not remove effects already on the Imbeber. Imbeber? Is that like a Justin Bieber fan? I don't know what that means. Wow, increase armor by 450 for 1 hour. That would be nice to get up to, but I think we have a ways to go. Okay, so now we need 3 strength. We get those. And we need 3 minor defense. So create those. We need 3 troll's blood. Which is 3 of those. What is minor fortitude? Minor mana potions there. We only got 1 vial left, so we'll do that and then we'll buy some more.
Making a special purchase?
Yeah, we're making a special purchase, right? So minor fortitude we need earthroot for, and it's gonna increase maximum health by 27 for 1 hour. Is that really worth it? Is that even good? Rejuvenation potion restores mana and health. I like having them separate because I just do. Briar thorns we couldn't pick just yet. Minor mana potions, we should be able to at least stack 3 on there, so let's do that. And then what? We've got 2 more vials left, so I guess we're just going to use them up on some more healing potions. Oh, actually we might need some more vials, so let's do just one of these guys here for that, and then buy another stack of vials and get some more minor healing potions. 6 of those should give us a stack of 10 there, and I would love to be able to make the lesser healing potions. So we've got to get our herbalism up so we can pick the right things for it. But it looks like that'll do for that. We don't know yet what these guys do. It doesn't look like they're in any of our recipes just yet. I imagine they'll become useful at some point. We should be able to do a bit of first aid. We need to find a first aid trainer and learn new bandages. We've got the first aid maxed out, but I feel like there has to be a better bandage that we can learn, or whatever comes next after that. So we've got a guard right here.
Great to meet you.
And first
Safe
aid
travel.
is just right inside there. Okay. This guy's beating up the training dummy. Nice work, buddy. Keep punching, you'll get him. And I believe it'll just be in here. Herbalism. Do they share a building? Is that who's upstairs? It is. See, that gets me every time. Oh. You don't want to train anything else for us. We need first aid 80.
See you soon.
And we are at first aid 78. Okay, we should be able to just bang that out quick here. We'll make heavy linen bandages until we see 80 pop up down here. 79. I guess we can see it here too. And any second now. 80. Okay,
Great to meet
Teach
you.
me more. Oh, we can do anti-venom. I don't know what that's all about. We'll find out. And wool bandages. Okay. Anti-venom is created with small venom sac, which we've never seen those before. So these heavy linen bandages, that's all that linen is used for. And then we move up to wool. Is that what we're seeing here? Yeah. So we may as well make the rest of these. I guess linen now when we pick it up, once this goes gray, we're just not going to have use for linen anymore. We're going to go up to wool and then heavy wool, which probably, I imagine linen and heavy linen, you go from 1 linen to 2. So are we also going to go from 1 wool to 2 wool and then go to silk? Just waiting for it to turn gray. Actually, I believe these sell, the bandages sell for more than the linen cloth by itself, so we're probably always going to make them even though we won't get any first aid experience for it. It'll just be sort of some cash in our pockets, I think. Well, we will check before we make that assumption anyways. But for now, there's still a possibility of them giving us levels, so we'll do it. Alright, and now let's create all of the wool bandages. Let's see how much more effective they are. 61 damage over 7 seconds. 161 versus 114. Okay, so do we keep some heavy linens on us anyways? No, we really don't use them often enough. So we'll do that. And that concludes our bandaging for now. I just feel like there should be more in there, but I guess, I mean, first aid, there's only 1 level of bandage. You know, it goes up 1 level at a time, or however you want to call it.
What's happening? Safe travels.
Didn't she sell herbs? Does she have anything in
I've the
stock?
finest wares in the land.
No.
Watch your back.
I feel like one of them somewhere along the way sold some herbs but didn't have any. Okay, next up is going to be, I guess, fishing, right? We don't have anything we can cook right now. Nope. Alright, so we're going to go on a fishing adventure. Is our Hearthstone back up yet? No. 23 minutes. That's fine, we'll fly back. Let's empty our bags.
How are you?
Okay, so we can sell off. We don't know what this bolt of linen. Apparently, it doesn't do anything with first aid. So let's just sell it off. We'll keep those. We're not going to use these anymore because we've got a better one. So we'll sell that off. Put that up there. This is a quest item that's leading us into our next zone to travel. That pretty much does it for organization.
Keep your feet on the ground.
So now we will go do lots of fishing. The Griffin Master is right over here. So let's give it one more quick think. Is that actually what we want to do? Are we actually done here? We've got plenty of buffer room to learn in these. They're all at 150, except fishing, which we have to get up. And we did our Warlock training. We learned some new stuff on the Voidwalker. So yeah, we're done there. Let's head to... Is there any way to fish outside Ironforge that we should get some stuff from? I don't think so. I think we should go right to the lock. Especially with the new fishing rod and the shiny bobber thing we got. Is gonna up our fishing level quite a bit. So we shouldn't miss quite as many things fishing in the lock as we have been. And we're gonna have to just spend a good amount of time fishing so we can really get this up into the 80s. So it looks like that's what we'll be doing for the next however long that's going to take us. Yeah, we still have this on the map. Oh yeah, that's Cadril, who, how many, about 1,000,000 times now we've looked at that. I think we're going to get rid of that once we get onto that map. I think it's shift click or control click to make it disappear. We'll figure out what it is and we will make it go away. So I'm very tired of looking at it. Even though we're just about to be out of the zone anyways. Which is also another reason we really need to get our fishing up. Because if we leave this zone to a more advanced zone, we're not going to be able to catch anything in the waters of the next zone. And that would just be a waste. So first up, yep, shift click, and it goes away. And then where is the pier? Is it down there? I believe that it is. And it's raining, which I believe gives us good luck for fishing. At least in real life, I believe fishing is better when it's raining. The waters get sort of churned up and there's more food for fish because of the churning waters. And so the fish are more active when it rains. And so you're more likely to catch something, I believe. I believe that I didn't just make that up. But I might have just made that up. Okay. And we have fisherman here. What's he all about? So he's gonna teach us better fishing once we get there. We're not quite at 50 yet.
See you soon.
But that's good that we're not going to have to go anywhere once we fish for a bit.
Well met.
Lock Frenzy Delight. Do we have this one? Are we waiting on this one? We don't. Okay, so we're just gonna get this. Oh, we could buy the shiny bobbers and stuff here, which is really nice. Oh, you don't sell any raw ones. I guess that would be sort of a little cheaty. Night crawlers.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, so we will go ahead and learn that. I don't. Yeah, we did catch one of those last time we were fishing, didn't we? And we knew we didn't have a recipe, so I think we just sold it to the NPC because we needed the bag space. And I think we only had one or maybe two at most. But now, oh, that's smart putting the stuff in the water because that also gives the fish sort of a little shelter to hide in, making it more likely that you'll catch them. Now, how do I apply this? When applied to your fishing pole, so do I have to right click it and then click it on the pole? Yep. Pretty intuitive. And then we cast our line. I wish that it wasn't raining because sort of that background noise is a little bit distracting. I think we'll turn that down once we catch one of the fish here. And in our top right hand corner we do have a timer for that shiny bobber. Oh yeah, so there's one. Alright, sound options. That's going to be ambience, right? Yeah. We're going to go down pretty low on that, as you kind of gives you a headache after a while, or it does for me anyway. Okay, so these crates are getting in the way of us being able to click the bobber. Not my favorite thing. And I guess we just, so that's okay. Well, that's a thing that happens if you throw your bobber onto there, I guess? I don't really know. But I'll take it. It's like some things, I don't know what they do, and some copper. At worst, that other stuff will get sold off to the NPC as well. Yeah, bolt of woolen cloth. Oh yeah, there's the lock things that we wanted. The bolts, I think that's for tailoring. I think if you're doing tailoring, you can turn linen cloth into bolts of linen. So it's sort of the same item that's used for first aid is also used for tailoring, I think. And so that's of no use to us, and we will just sell it to the NPC. Really? I want fish. I'm here to fish. I do appreciate that you're giving me some other stuff, but I'm here to fish. And I don't think that those are going to be an upgrade at all for us. Nope. Okay. Getting a bunch of those, which is nice. We know that we can cook them up. And I think we get decent experience for them. And they're also a current food for us. Though I wonder if the lock frenzies are a better food or just a parallel food. I don't know. Bristle whisker catfish. Okay. Same thing there. I don't know if that's better or worse or what. We're just going to catch all the fish we can and then see what we can cook out of it. We'll go for the 10 minutes that bobber is going to last. Then we'll see. I believe in that house there was a fire that we're going to be able to cook over. So that's nice. Oh, we got a sagefish school over there. Let's try to cast into that, huh? Don't know if sagefish are still above us or not. But I do know there's one way to find out. Maybe with all the increase that we have from the bobber and the new rod, we can catch them. Will we get strange kelp, which I'm convinced is going to eventually be useful for something because it's going into our herb pouch and we're an alchemist. Okay, we did get a sagefish. And it looks like they are not quite up with the bristle catfish. Looks like it's an in-between. Okay. Now when there's a school, I thought that it like speeds up your likelihood of getting a bite, but it seems to just be taking the normal amount of time. I don't know. I don't know what it actually does. Oh, got two things. Bloated, oily blackmouth. That's a new one too. Looks like the school of sagefish has moved on. I do like catching two at once. Unless, actually, you know what? That bloated, oily blackmouth looks like it's kind of dead. Well, I guess that's why it's bloated and oily. Right click to open. Okay. Moss agate. Don't know what that's all about. Okay. So this is coming along nicely. Four minutes left on our shiny bobber. Getting a whole bunch of those guys. Long jaw mud snapper. I'm okay with that. I think cooking them is still in the yellow, so we can get quite a few cooking levels off of those guys still, if I'm not mistaken. I also don't know is if you fish in different areas of the same body of water, do you have different chances of getting different fish? Or only when you see the schools does it change and the rest of the body of water is the same? I don't know. Oh, there's a school back. Oily blackmouth. Okay, we got an oily blackmouth. He's not bloated this time? Okay, so I think before we got a dead one, and now we've got a live one. So that's good. We'll have to find a recipe for that. Now when it's showing our level of fishing over here, is it applying the extra from the bobber? Guess we'll find out in 50 seconds when it wears off. School has gone away, so we'll catch a little bit of everything yet again. Alright, so it's worn off, and it looks like we're still 62, so I imagine it just had an effect on our effective fishing level, but not our
How are ya?
skill level. So we can learn this now,
Safe travels.
and I believe we could cook down here. Yeah, we should be able to cook here. In fact, I think we have before. So what have we got? Start with the ones that are green because they'll run out soon and become gray. Okay. And then a bunch of these guys. And the raw lock frenzy. Lock frenzy delight. So we can't cook them. We need spice. Mild spices. I remember seeing that at one of the vendors back in town.
Great to
So I
meet
guess we'll
you.
just hold on to them for now. Do we want a shiny bauble? Or we could do night crawlers. Increased by 50 versus 25. See, I don't know. Do we really need to increase it by that much? Does that make the fish bite quicker? We don't know the answer to that. We don't need more than a stack of those. We don't need that fish. We don't have a sage fish recipe, but we know where to get it. We're going to sell off these things that came from the treasure chests. And are we going with night crawlers? Or are we, you know, let's try a night crawler.
See you soon.
Let's see how much, if at all, it speeds up our catch rate. Okay, so we've got to open this up and apply the night crawler to the bowl. And off we go fishing. £17 catfish held in offhand. I wonder what it does, though. Didn't look like it had any stats on it. Maybe it's just it's a thing to show off. I don't think we
I
can
can't
hold it.
equip that.
No, we can't equip that with a fishing pole, so it doesn't help in fishing in any way. In which case, we'll probably just... I don't know, is that something that should go in the auction house? Or do we just send it off to the NPC? Don't know. We haven't used the auction house yet. Ooh. I don't mind getting healing potions at all. Okay. I didn't know that that was something you can get from fishing. Good to know. We are getting a lot of these lock frenzies. Can't remember now if those were above or below the Longjaw Mud Snapper. I know that the Brilliant Smallfish was not a good one. I think that that's green for us already to cook. So we're at 70 now. So it shows us our actual skill level and then our added skill level because of the equipment we have on. So that's nice. It's starting to get up into the range of our other stuff. Okay. We're slowly making our way up the fishing ladder. So I guess when this bobber wears off, we'll go cook what we've caught. I don't know if there's anywhere in Thalsmar that we can pick up the spices to cook up the Lock Frenzy. So I will search the internet for that. And if there is, then we'll run and get it. If there's not, then we will fly once again back to Ironforge to get spices to cook them up. Because we don't want to take up bag slots, but we don't want to just throw them away either. Hopefully the fishing sound isn't too loud. I did take my headphones off for this because we're just kind of sitting, relaxing, having ourselves a nice fish. So if it is loud, if there's an echo, I apologize. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'll listen back to it once the recording is over, and if it's bad, then I won't do it for the next time. But for now, hopefully it's okay. Looks like we are going to get into the 80s with fishing, which is what we set out to do. So, good for us. So we haven't got any more of these oily blackmouth. I wonder if we were just lucky to catch them and the added skill that we have for fishing allowed us to. Because we haven't seen them mentioned anywhere. We haven't seen any recipes for them. So I wonder if they're a higher level fish than we really can handle at the moment. And maybe we can't quite get the recipe yet. I don't know. When I look up where to get spices, I will look those up as well and see what we can do with it. Okay, 30 seconds left. So will that be one cast or two? I guess it's at least two because a cast is 20 seconds. Which we did ask about last Professions episode. We were wondering how long a cast is. It looks like it's... Is it 25 or is it 30 seconds? I don't know. This will be our last cast. Alright, we go out with a bang. Now let's go see about this stuff here. Okay, what can we cook? Of course, that down the bottom. We did get a level for that. Now the 14 of these guys. Ah, just in time. Now the brilliant small fish have gone gray. That is why we cooked them first. Okay, so those are still yellow, which is nice. Still getting a level on pretty much every craft. And now I'm just going to tab out. I don't know. I don't think that it shows my browser, so you'll just have to give me a second here to find out. Going to search where we can get the spices for that. And it looks like we can get it in Thalsmar. So let's head over there and pick it up. Let's also put our wand back on. Wait, where's our wand? Our wand, we can still hold our wand with the fishing rod? Okay. I don't know how that works. I thought a fishing rod is two-handed. But in any case. So let's see if we can find where our mild spices would be. It looked to me like it was in the inn. There was a little picture when I typed it in with a spot marked off, and it was definitely somewhere in this area. So I wonder, is it just the innkeeper?
I've the finest wares in the land.
It's not the innkeeper.
Watch your back. Took to me.
Tradesman. It is, in fact, the tradesman. I think that we need 10 of them. But let's just try one first to make sure it's the right thing. It is. Okay. And there should be a fire just down here for us to cook over. And let's see what kind of food this is. It's right along with our Long John Mud Snapper, so nothing quite yet. Oh, we can learn our crocolisk steak recipe. So let's do that. Get another scroll out of our inventory. Great. We need 5 more spices.
What can I get for you today?
Smoked bear meat. Do we already have that recipe? Let's see when we get over here. Smoked bear meat. Cooking. Smoked bear meat. No. We don't have any bear meat at the moment, but I think we just want to pick up all of the recipes as we find them. Because later on when we find bear meat, we may not necessarily be near a place that sells a recipe.
You got my
So where
attention.
was that? Smoked bear meat. Give me that.
Watch your back.
We will learn this. Okay, now
What's
we've got a
on your
bunch of
mind?
cooked food to sell off. We still haven't cooked those up. Or those. We've got 2 stacks of them we don't need. That's the same healing strength as that, so we don't need it. This might be worth an auction house thing or something, I don't know, but we're not going to worry about it. Same with that. Oily blackmouth, wow, those sell for really cheap, which gives me the idea that it's not actually good. We did see the sagefish thing. I'm gonna search where that is to see if there's one in town here, or if we need to go back to Ironforge. Is that the one? Sagefish and bristle whisker catfish. Looks like the sagefish we do have to go back to Ironforge for. Let's check out bristle whiskered catfish. That we actually have to go to Stormwind City for. How many do we have? We have 3. You know what? We're doing a Professions episode. We're going to fly to Ironforge. We're going to get the sagefish. Then we're going to fly to Stormwind City. And we're going to get the bristle whisker catfish. Because that's just how we roll when we do our Professions episodes. Provided we can find the Griffin Master. Oh, and I'm gonna look up these oily blackmouths while we're flying.
Interest you on a pint?
So, Ironforge.
Off with you.
Okay, now Oily blackmouth. So it appears as though oily blackmouth is used in alchemy. You can begin at level 80 alchemy to make blackmouth oil. I don't see what blackmouth oil does. I'm just trying to find what exactly this is going to do for us. And it doesn't seem to say. Oh, so we make an oil out of it, and then that oil is used in an additional recipe to make elixir of water breathing or swim speed potions. Okay, so that's all done with alchemy. So alchemy 80 is what we needed. We are 84, but we haven't learned it yet. So let's go start by learning how to use our blackmouth, oily blackmouths. I'm trying. I think I remember where the alchemist thing is. I think it's over here, right? In Tinkertown. I apologize. I don't have the headphones on still, and now with this music, it might be getting a little loud for you. I tried to just turn it down. Hopefully, that's okay.
You got my attention.
Blackmouth oil. Okay, so we can learn that. Yep, and it said it makes the elixir of water breathing, but we can't learn that till 90. And swim speed we can't learn till 100.
Watch your back.
Okay. But takes an empty vial and 2 of them. Huh. So we have 3.
Salutations. Pleased to meet you.
Do we have to buy 5? Can we buy just 1? Well, not that way we can't. I don't know if there is a way. Let's create this. We can't do anything with it. Did the healing potion stack past 10? Minor defense. Those certainly do. So we'll make 4 of those. I just don't want to waste the vials that we just got. And if we're lucky in this get, well, it's not going to get to 90. We don't have enough stuff to get it to 90. But if we did, we would be able to then use the thing. So So that is as much as we can do with that.
Hi,
Do
how
we
are
want
you?
to keep this blackmouth oil on us? I don't think we want to keep just the fish. But maybe the oil. For now, it'll be the first thing to go when our bags get full. But we'll attempt to hold on to it. Yeah, it certainly can't go in there. Okay, now the sagefish recipe. I recall being in the Forlorn Cavern. So off we go for this. And was it in the fishing shop? I suppose it must have been.
Hi, you're a tall one.
Okay, so it's not. None of these are coming up yet. Okay. Is there
Very
someone
good.
else to buy it from in here? It might have been the cooking supplier. Or this guy. Certainly not this guy. What do these guys do?
Here there. Be good.
Nothing.
Talk to me.
Yeah, nothing. Alright, let me look up quick where it was. Smoked sagefish. The recipe in Iron Forge. Looks like it's not at the fishing place, it's at the cooking place. Which is fine, because that's right next to the griffins that we're about to hop on when we finish here, so... Not really any time lost. And so it should be right up here. Being trainer.
Hi.
Oh, we can learn another one now. We'll take it.
Safe travels.
Was it downstairs then? Cooking
I've the
supply.
finest wires in the land.
Surely it was. Alright. Sagefish Delight or smoked sagefish? What? Oh. Sagefish Delight takes quite a few more levels for us to get there. So,
See ya
smoked
soon.
sagefish is what we're doing. Okay, we've learned that. How does he not have a fire down here to cook it? Or cooking supplier? Is there one up here? What kind of insanity is that? Certainly I must be able to cook in front of this then. Where is smoked sagefish? Smoked sagefish right there. Oh, we need spices. Okay. That guy sold spices, right? He must have. Okay.
Great to meet
So
you.
if we don't want a full stack, what do we hold? Shift and drag? Nope.
Keep your feet on the ground.
And we bought more spices that we need. Okay. Can we cook in this? I mean, it would make sense that we could. Oh, look at that. We can. I'm actually surprised that we can, even though it makes sense that we should be able to. Okay, so that gives us well fed. And is a better food than our snappers. So we're gonna hold on to that anyways. And now the flight to Stormwind City. And I'm gonna hold on to the spices for now because they may be used in this recipe as well. So
Well met.
I need a ride to Stormwind.
Be good.
Thank you. And if you'll excuse me for a minute, I'm gonna run to get a glass of water while we fly there. It shouldn't take me more than a minute or two, so I'll definitely be back before we get there. Okay, I'm back already. Yes, the Searing Gorge. These places that we will be unable to go for quite a while. As disturbing and scary as they look, I don't know that I'm in a rush to get there. So I was just checking where exactly we will get the recipe in Stormwind City. And it's right on the fishing pier in the canals, as you might have assumed. And it looks like it's not going to give us well fed, but it is a 500 health restorer. So I believe it's the same as this Dwarven Mild that we've got here. So it looks like we'll sell off one of the two at least. We don't need that much food on us. Okay, we're almost there. Wow, we have so little of this zone uncovered as a human that we might be the first in history to not have uncovered that map and make it up to, what are we, level 17 as a human now? Amazing, isn't it? Okay. And the easiest way to get there, I think it's going to be going around here. Now, is there a barber shop there, or is that just there to be there? What even would a barber shop? Can we change our hairstyle or our facial hair in this game? I know we selected it. The character select. I don't know if it's a permanent decision or something we can change. Okay. Fishing supplier is probably where it is. Let's see. bristle whisker catfish. Also, rainbow fin albacore is a new recipe for us. So we're going to pick that up as well. Because you never know when you might get it. And I'd like to just have all the recipes. We'll just collect all of them, even though that's a low level one for us. And if we ever get those fish, they're unlikely to give us any... Well, I guess they would still... Oh, it's kind of cool looking though, huh? It would still give us a little bit in cooking. Okay, so that's that. We haven't been here a while, is there? There is a quest way over there. And some quests. I think some of these we've tried, we've had issues picking them up. We're not going to do any today anyways. I was just wondering if it might be time to do a trip back here for some questing. We do need to cook these up at a fire, but you know what? Let's use our hearthstone. Let's go back to the Stone Logger Inn in Thalsmar, and we'll be able to cook from there. And then I think that'll wrap things up for us. Once we do a little bit of cooking here, I guess there's not much more in the professions to handle right now. We'll give everything a once over and make sure. Let's create these. And here we're going to end up with 3 or 3. And we always prefer the food that we've cooked, caught and cooked ourselves. So we'll sell off the cheese. Plus that cheese, I mean, that's been sitting there for a while, probably moldy. I just wouldn't risk it by eating it. The spices, we just don't. He doesn't want them. That's fine. We don't want to take up the bag slot for that. So we will dump that off.
See you soon.
And
How are you?
is there anything in here that's of any use to us? Oh, he has spices here. That's good to keep in mind. Smoked bear meat. I think we already have that one done.
Watch your back.
Didn't we get that one today? Smoked bear meat. Yep, smoked bear meat. Okay. So, there is no more professioning for us to do at the moment. So that's going to wrap this up. Thanks everyone for watching. Next episode, we are obviously done for now questing in this zone. Everything left are elite quests. And yeah, they even say, you know what, this one says elite. Had we looked at it, we would have known. So we're going to save those for now. And we have a Dark Threat Loons, which is the one that's going to pull us into the next zone, which is probably where we're going to want to be leveling next. And we do have a dungeon quest here that is yellow, so perhaps we can look into trying to get into a group with the Dead Mines. I assume that this is like a 5-man dungeon kind of thing, one of the standard dungeons. So that'll be coming up as well. But that's what's at least planned to take place in the coming episodes, but we'll see where it leads us. We don't always end up exactly where we thought we would. But a Dark Threat looms. Next, where is that? I believe it said it was... I believe we've already looked at it in the wetlands. Yep, right there. So it's not too far of a walk, I guess. We'll just... I guess we're going to enter from... I'm assuming from down here. Looking at where the path comes in is on the left side of this map, which is offset from there. So if we come up through here, yeah, it's going to be right in the middle, somewhere down here. And then we'll just walk right north and turn that in. There is some... I don't believe we've been here before, but this is uncovered for some reason. I don't know what the story is with that. That seems odd. Did we uncover it because that would be right over here. Did we uncover it when we flew up to this little landing strip? Maybe that's what happened. Must have been. In any case, we're headed to the wetlands next episode. So I hope you enjoyed yet another Professions episode. We certainly made a lot of progress in all of our professions. I'm very happy about that. And I look forward to seeing you all in our next episode, where we resume doing some questing and some battling and some leveling. But that's it for now. Have a fantastic rest of your day.